What's up guys? Today I'm taking a look at a brand new gel blaster pistol from the manufacturer Army Armaments. This here is a replica of the real steel STI Costa Carry Comp 9mm, which was a collaboration between STI and the legendary firearms instructor Chris Costa. This semi-automatic gel blaster green gas replica is imported into Australia by Command Elite Hobbies, and I'll leave a link to their store down below. In this video today, and like all of my other pistol reviews, I'll start off with an overview of the blaster itself, then I'll give you a chrono test outside, as well as an accuracy test, and I'll end with a little gameplay. Let's get started. Overall, the Costa Carry Comp is a fairly short and compact 2011. It was designed for carry after all. Starting at the front, it has a 12mm counterclockwise female thread, so you'll be able to add attachments such as the Hellfire hop-up that I have here. At the front of the muzzle here, on the sides and on the top, we have cutouts for the compensator, which in a real steel pistol just reduces the rise of the pistol between shots and allows you to reacquire your target quicker. Looking through the gaps for the compensator, you can see the tight bore brass barrel this has inside of it. So it has a total length of 105mm and an internal diameter of 7.08mm. The brass tight bore barrel though is an optional upgrade, which you can buy on Command Elite Hobbies website for about $25. The actual barrel it comes with is this stainless steel one with a 7.6mm internal diameter, which is a little bit too loose for gel balls, so you'll get around 200 to 220 FPS with this. I would definitely recommend getting that brass upgrade barrel for the extra $25 because that will improve your FPS, even if you do nothing else to the pistol. Behind the compensator, we've got a red fiber optic front sight, which is mounted as part of the compensator island. So when you fire the blaster, that front sight doesn't actually move with the slide. Out of the box, I did have an issue with the front sight though. Mine was really loose. It was able to actually fall out by itself simply by turning the blaster on its side. So I'd recommend a drop of super glue under there, or even 2-part epoxy that I'm using here. Just make sure you mop up any of the excess so it doesn't get onto the slide. The way I kind of film these reviews is I go out and do the gameplay first, and now I'm filming the indoor portion. So what you'll see in the gameplay is I actually took the front side off because I wanted to not glue it out in the field so that I could show you back at home that it's loose. This blaster has the smoothest slide action that I've felt of any gas blowback pistol so far. You've got cutouts at the front and rear of the slide to help add grip to the slide. You've also got the STI logo on the right. You've got the Chris Costa Company logo on the left. You've got a fixed iron sight at the back. The rear sight, just like the real Costa Carry Comp, has no dots on it. It's just plain black. Personally, I do prefer a pistol to have the rear dots, but this one is just a pure replica of the real thing, which doesn't have those dots. The hammer is also really nice and light, and unlike some of the other gas pistols I've used in the past, you can release the hammer without any gas leaking out of the pistol. Underneath the pistol at the front, you've got a massive length of Picatinny rail, so you'll be able to add any torch that you like. Being a 2011 frame, you've got the square-shaped trigger guard, and the trigger itself is really light. I measured it at only 1 pound. The real thing has a 4-pound trigger pull. The slide lock works really well. It always locked back on empty in my testing. The mag release is tiny, just like the real thing. The mag drops free from the pistol every single time effortlessly, and I was using a mix of the mag that it comes with and the WeTech IREX mag that I got from a previous video. Swapping between the two mags throughout the day, I didn't have a single misfire with any of them. Every single mag fired every single gel and locked back on empty. The grip, I really like the texture of it, but I'm sure some people out there will hate it. STI calls this tree bark texture, and honestly, it does feel a lot like the bark of a tree. Being a 2011, you can't just unscrew the grip and swap it out for another one, so if you don't like the texture of this, you're kinda stuck with it. It wouldn't be a complete replica without having a functioning grip safety, and it also has a flared magwell, just making it a little bit easier to insert your mags. The mags themselves hold between about 16 to 18 gel balls, depending on how perfectly you stack the gels. If you just click the speed loader in there without looking, you'll get about 16. If you perfectly alternate side to side, you'll fit 18. And with the mag that it comes with, the mag base slides to one side to reveal your fill port, where you simply upend a can of gas in there and fill it up in about 5 seconds. That's pretty much it for the pistol overview. Let's get to some testing. The first thing I want to do is chrono the blaster, just to see how hard it's hitting. I've already put the brass upgrade barrel in there, but with the 7.6mm stainless steel barrel it comes with, shoots about 200 to 220. In addition to upgrading to that brass barrel, one other upgrade you could do that I haven't done yet is install a cow high flow valve nozzle. That'll bump your FPS up to around 280, but let's see how this is shooting with just the barrel upgrade. .249, 265, 224, 241, 234, 262, 221, 256, 259, 251, 245, 250, 247, 258. Every single shot fired, but one of them didn't read in the chrono. With just the barrel upgrade, we got a high of 261, a low of 221, and an average of 247. For a relatively short 2011 carry pistol being used on gas in winter, that's not a bad velocity, but I probably would recommend installing that cow part that'll upgrade the velocity to around 280. But now, how about an accuracy test? For pistols, I always shoot them at 20 meters away. For rifles, I do 30, and the target has a 1 meter diameter. I have the blaster clamped down in a vise using a towel to prevent scratching it. Let's see how it shoots. A pretty good grouping for a gel blaster pistol. Only two real outliers, one that went a little bit to the left and one that dropped short of the target. So now let's head back inside for some final thoughts. Overall, I quite like this pistol. It arrived as a complete surprise to me, bundled in with the AUG that Command Elite Hobbies sent me a few weeks ago. The firearms dealer gave me a call to say 2 blasters were ready to pick up. This one is registered as GBD 792. Aside from the 2 issues I've already mentioned in this video, the loose front sight you have to solve with a drop of glue, and the kind of terrible barrel that it comes with out of the box, everything else about this performed perfectly in the field. I can't fault anything else with this blaster besides those 2 things. Installing a cow high flow valve nozzle in addition to the brass barrel will get you to around 280 FPS, which is fairly respectable for any gas pistol in gel ball. Also, if you've never heard of Chris Costa, the guy who worked with STI on the Real Steel version of this, he's a very well-known and respected firearms instructor in the gun industry. That's it for this Gel Blaster related video though. Thanks for watching, and I'll leave you now with a bit of gameplay.
Oh, fuck me. Did
You have to load your first gel.
I did load it.
Hit.
Down on the hill.
Yeah.
In the middle. Right in front of you as well. Oh.
Last one, Brad.
Did I get you?
Yeah. Hey, my gun's up, you little prick.
Oh. Good one, Paul.